Yo, what is up, Crockxen clan members, Poke fans, or UCL League fans, or all of you guys? I'm back with my friend here,
Joey.
and we are here to do our first week wrap-up and talk about the second week's matches. So the first week was a lot of fun. We were able to, I think we did okay. I think we did fine for the first week. It's the first time a lot of us have done this, and I think we did good. What do you think, Joey?
Um, I thought it was a good first week. You could tell some of the coaches weren't as experienced in the format, but I think week one definitely helped them a lot. Those who lost will definitely have a new way of looking at how they build their team and how they prepare. And those who won will continue to use how they've built teams and how they counter teams and try taking it into the second week. So learned a lot, but a lot more is still to be learned as the season goes on. So it should be an interesting second week.
Yeah, so we had some crazy matches. Some were close, some were not so close. But overall, I think it went fine. So this second week we have some very steep competition. The first matchup that we have scheduled is our coach Swagsire versus our very own Joey here. That's going to be the Minneapolis Magnazones versus your FC Baganlona. I don't know how you say that, but so what do you think? What do you want to talk about that matchup?
Um, well, the first week I really didn't get to see much of Swagsire's team. I know he brought the Sneasel, his Jirachi, and Thunderous, but they all went down right away. Corsola wasn't able to do much. I believe he bought Gorgeist as well, and Mega Venusaur. And the Mega Venusaur was the one thing that was actually pulling him back in. I thought if he didn't get the burn from the Flare Blitz from Arcanine, that Mega Venusaur would have caused even more problems because it was walling things out, and that's definitely a threat to keep to look out for. First pick of the draft, so it was picked for a reason. And the other thing you always have to worry about is Sneasel and Slurpuff.
Hard hitters.
Yeah, they're hard hitters, and Slurpuff gets off the belly drum and the Unburden boost, and if you don't have priority, you're done for.
Play rough. Play rough.
Drain punch, return. That's all you need.
And you're pretty much set to sweep. And then after that is my match, which is obviously the first one that I'm going to upload. That's the way it's going to be. My matches go up in the morning, and the rest of the matches go up in the afternoon. And I am fighting against Adam, who's coming off the first bye week. He had nothing to do the first week, meaning he basically was able to look at the other teams without having to sacrifice anything because he was just a spectator. So, he's coming off fresh. Is basically what I'm trying to say here. So, the Majestic Floridian Stunfisk versus the Hurricane Island Lugias. Now, right off the bat, he already told me he's bringing Suicune. So that's something that I automatically have to look out for already. I still am looking at my team trying to figure out the best way for me to handle that. And it's not the only Pokemon on his team. I could definitely expect him to bring in Garchomp. So that's the other thing I gotta look forward to. At least I know that with the combination of Pokemon I have, Garchomp shouldn't be that much of a problem. As I do have things for it. Especially, Raikou pretty much with the Him Power Ice should be able to OHKO it. Especially since I have specs, and he's not running Scarf, so I doubt he's going to be doing that. And I just basically have to look at the rest of his team and just try to figure out a way to work around Suicune. Because, realistically speaking, I have very little options against that Suicune, and it's a scary thing. It really is. But we'll see how that goes. Other than that, I feel like it's going to be a tough match. I definitely expect it to be just as close as my match against Doruk, which was a 1-0. But we'll just have to see. As long as it doesn't set up. That's basically the thing I gotta look forward to. As long as his sweeping doesn't set up, I'm pretty much good to go.
I would also say too is you got to figure out what his other 5 members are going to be, because I'm looking at the list right now and there's about
4.
Or if he brings the Garchomp.
He's bringing Garchomp. That's not a question. He's bringing Garchomp.
I mean, he
no, but trust me, he's bringing Garchomp.
Yeah, but
I know him.
But there's still a ton of things in there that you have to prepare for, and
I know, that's what I said. Like, but the thing I have to mainly focus on first is in his sweeping, because I really have nothing solid for it.
Mhm. I mean, he definitely has a dangerous team, and we did say that in the draft. He has a dangerous team, so it should be an interesting matchup.
Yep. And then after that, we have Swishy, Whitney's LA Miltanks versus the Triton Tortugas, with the coach North Star. Swishy, of course, coming off a loss against Joey last week, and North obviously coming with a win against Porygon. The one thing I did notice about this matchup, and I even told North, because he is a close friend of mine, like, dude, you have nothing for Rotom. Looking at his full roster choice, he has nothing to deal with Rotom. So I told him he's gonna have to find a way around that Pokemon, because Rotom is a great Pokemon because it has so many things that it can do. It's definitely one of my favorite Pokemon to use in competitive gameplay because of how versatile it is. And that's the problem. Because it's so versatile, you have no idea what to prepare for. And because most of our teams are walls, he's going to have a hard time. Because, he technically can win, but like I said, that Rotom is going to cause so many problems because he literally has nothing for it. Unless he starts, his Moxie Heracross starts sweeping, or he gets a shit ton of Calm Minds with Reuniclus, that Rotom is basically going to have a field day.
Well, the Rotom does get access to Energy Ball, so that can be something there. I mean, Bullet Seed as well, or a close combat from a Moxie boosted might do some work there. So it's not like he doesn't have an option. It's just, is he going to be able to get it off?
That's what I'm saying. It has to be a setup thing to beat that Rotom. He can't just bring something in and kill it.
I mean, there's the Rotom there, but then you can also bring Cresselia, Umbreon, Jellicent, Tangrowth.
No, but I'm talking about North.
Yeah, I mean, this is all the stuff that Swishy can Volt Switch out into, and that's all these stuff that can just take whatever Reuniclus wants to dish out, and that's...
I know, that's what I'm saying, is that, that Rotom is so versatile that he has to work around it.
Mm-hmm. It'll be interesting to see what Swishy brings this week. I think she definitely... she tried to innovate, I think, a little week 1, especially with her Tangrowth. And
it totally took you for a surprise.
It definitely did. It got me right away. But then, I mean, I think that's the furthest her innovation went. I think she did prepare pretty well. But I think she's going to work a little harder on a little bit of her preparation for North. And it'll be interesting to see what North can bring. Because I think North definitely had a better team matchup against Porygon. So now it'll be interesting.
Yeah, definitely.
It'll be interesting to see what North can do
against a wall team.
When he doesn't have the team matchup. When the matchup looks about even.
And then after that, we have the Kentucky Fried Combustions with Doru against Andrew with the Atlanta Braviaries, which, I mean, it seems like it's an interesting match. Obviously, Dork is the person I went up against, and it was a very close match. That shit went down to the wire. That was a last second 1v1 lucky focus miss. Yeah, but
he missed two focus blasts on your Tyranitar throughout the game. So
yeah.
I mean, either one of those hit. It's a completely different game.
So there was a very close match. Honestly, I think I did misplay a little bit in the beginning. Like I said, that Tyrantrum totally threw me off. It really did. I did not expect the Scarf Tyrantrum. That would have actually helped me out if I had known something about it. Like, because if I had, basically let my Gallade die right there, if I had known it was going to be Scarf, let my Gallade die, and then I would have had an easier time against that Charizard. Because, like, looking at his Charizard, he had nothing against my Raikou, so I could have just killed it. But I did not know. I didn't know that he had a fucking Scarf Tyrantrum. Who the fuck expects that? So I gotta give it that. I mean, if he does that again, if he like basically plans ahead with like crazy stuff that not a lot of people would expect, but it still works, he definitely could beat Andrew's team with what he has available.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see. I don't know if Andrew, like I mentioned in the draft video, brings his manual set rain team with all his possible rain setters to counteract that Charizard Y.
Yeah.
That would be actually a really cool team to bring against Daruk and see if it could actually work.
Okay.
This would definitely be the week to do it. Daruk's team definitely being
sun oriented.
Somewhat beneficial from Sun, but I mean, if he doesn't bring the manual rain, then Andrew's team is pretty much set in stone with his first 6 picks, and I think that's going to be it. That might hold Andrew back a little on the fact that Daruk and his future opponents will know what Pokemon he's going to bring, what his sets are going to be. But, he could surprise us. He could bring a manual rain team and just use it to cover his weaknesses and slowly whittle down Daruk. But it'll be definitely interesting to see.
Yep. And then the last match for this weekend is Porygon's Ilex Forest Future Sites against Charlotte's California Graceful Gardevoirs. Jeez, I cannot talk today. Both of these people are coming off losses. Both of them. So this is basically a time for them to redeem themselves. One of them is going to get a win. That's basically what we're trying to say. One of them is finally going to get their first win. Looking at both their teams, I mean, it's the same issue as last week, and the thing that we've been talking about since this league started, since the draft. Porygon has a very, very large weakness to fire types. Charlotte has one of the best fire types, honestly, I think, around. She has a freaking Chandelure. Choice Scarf, Choice Specs, whatever she decides to run, she basically has freedom to destroy a majority of his Pokemon. Like that Volcarona can die, that Celebi can die. She could definitely kill his Mew with a Shadow Ball. That Beedrill, the Uxie, the freaking Whimsicott. I don't know. Did he have? I mean, he could bring Stone Edge on Mienshao. That is a thing. But the him on top is not going to be doing too much. Cryogonal can get whittled down. Like Chandelure itself is so versatile against his team. So like, if she brings that, he needs to find a way to work around it because Chandelure is a very powerful Pokemon. It's a very fast Pokemon, and like she. I mean, I don't think she should bring. I mean, she can bring the Flash Fire, but I mean, it's only going to help her with Volcarona, so I think Flame Body might work a little bit better, so that if she could get a chance to burn the Beedrill. Excuse me. I don't know. That's just my option.
Yeah, that's true on her part, but the thing I'm seeing there, she might also bring Infiltrator, just in case. But the thing I'm seeing here is, once that Chandelure goes down, Porygon's got like free reign on her team. Beedrill takes care of the Mega Gardevoir. Aggron, if he runs Drill Run. Fortress just U-turns out. Who knows what his Mew's gonna run? That thing can run anything. Volcarona would take care of Fortress. It would take care of Gliscor pretty easily. After one Quiver Dance, I'm pretty sure Keldio's down.
Actually,
Whimsicott
I
as well.
actually checked that. I actually decided to check that out. Scarf Keldeo still outspeeds Volcarona with a +1.
Alright. I mean, that would definitely be something to watch, but, like, you also got, Beedrill, Whimsicott. Whimsicott definitely just hard walls Keldeo right there.
Definitely.
So, I mean...
Like, basically that matchup is, she needs to keep Chandelure alive, and he needs to kill Chandelure. That's basically the way it needs to work. If that Chandelure is dead, the matchup kind of favors Porygon. If the Chandelure is alive, the matchup favors Charlotte. That's basically that's basically like Chandelure is the main Pokemon both of them need to focus on. So she needs to make sure the hazards do not go up on the field, and he needs to make sure the hazards do go up on the field to make sure that the Chandelure can't switch in as much, as often as it can.
Yeah, and that will be interesting. And the other thing that she needs to do is eliminate that Mega Beedrill, because that thing, speed, power, and adaptability, as well as the ability to U-turn out or to get an X-Scissor, plus whatever the coverage move he decides to run, because he could run knockoff, and a knockoff from a Mega Beedrill is something that either OHKOs Chandelure, or it takes it down to the point where, it's knocking off a Scarf and then just
it's
like a U-turn or a Poison Jab. Like a U-turn or a Poison Jab just takes it out, and that's a win condition gone right there. So it's going to be a close one, I think. And both teams definitely need the win to stay in the race for the league. And get a good result there.
And then like I said, I'm looking at her team, like Beedrill, she needs that Chandelure for Beedrill. I mean, she can run a physically defensive Gliscor. Because Poison Jab's not going to be doing anything.
Yeah.
Because it's double resistance.
But I mean, then you've got, Volcarona to deal with that, Gastrodon, Cryogonal, Rotom Fan, Mew, Celebi, Whimsicott, Uxie. There's a lot of answers to Gliscor that Porygon has.
I know, but as long for Beedrill, at least Beedrill wise, that's the best she's got is Gliscor.
So
we'll see how this goes.
Interesting.
And then finally, Nacreon has his first bye, his only bye week. He did come off a win. So basically, all he's got is just chill out, watch everybody else, see what everybody else's game plan is, so he can, get himself prepared for the week afterwards. You lucky bastard.
He'll be coming back against me too. So.
Pretty sure he's gonna be definitely paying attention to your match.
Yeah. So he's definitely got an advantage over me there. So. We'll see how this works out.
Yeah, so that's basically the first week match, or the second week matchups. I'm looking forward to this. This is going to be exciting. Make sure to keep up with this. Let us know in the comments or on Pokemino, who's your favorite team? Who are you cheering for? Obviously, it's still too early maybe for you guys to, pick the side, but, maybe keep a close eye. Watch the last week matches. I did upload them on Tuesday. And see if anybody made some crazy plays. Maybe somebody has a Pokemon you like. Or something like that. So we'll see how this goes. I'm really interested. Second week is looking nice. Like we basically have our first match. One of them needs to get that win, get on the scoreboard. The other one can get a lead by winning. One's coming off a bye week, and so he can get his first win, or the other person, aka me, can get his second win. We have another win-loss situation where, if one wins, they get the second match win, and then the other one can get in the scoreboard. And then we have another, basically, we have options here. Like, most of these guys can come in second week, win, finally have their score on the board, and then we have the last match, which is literally both of them have to win. Like, they both have to win this match to finally like get them in the game. So I'm really looking forward to that.
All right, do you want me to go? You want me to give you the MVP race?
Yeah, let us know the MVP race.
Give you the loadout. All right, so Mega Scissor put in a nice early game sweep and is currently sitting at 5-0 with 5 kills, no deaths.
That thing was a monster.
Yeah, second, tied for second place is Togekiss with 3 kills, no deaths. Hydreigon with 3 kills, no deaths. And surprisingly, Florges with 3 kills, no deaths. So, it goes there, and then, they, tied for the 5th place spot is, Tyranitar from, your team, the Heracross from Triton Tortugas, and, then we also have, Reuniclus from Triton Tortugas, the Mega Beedrill. They both have a +1, but with a kill-death ratio, but they both have 2 kills, so that puts them over the tiebreaker. And then also in there for 1 kill, no deaths is Hoopa Unbound, Metachamp, Amoonguss, and Talonflame.
Okay.
So, I mean,
basically that Mega Scissor, we gotta stop that Mega Scissor.
Yeah, the Mega Scissor jumped off to a lead. I think Hydreigon is close behind, and then after that, the MVP race for like the 3rd place for the MVP looks wide open. I mean, Florges is from my team, and I honestly I don't see it doing much offensive work. The Togekiss, I think, just came in late game after Hydreigon just blew a hole in there and just
picked up the pieces.
Collected 3 nice and easy kills, which is, I think, how my floor just got 2 of its kills. So, I mean, I wouldn't expect too much from those 2, but then everything else, you know, that's got a +1 on there. It looks like it can definitely take off.
Wait, doesn't my Tyranitar have a +2?
Yeah, your Tyranitar is tied for 5th with Heracross. So, I mean, those both look like they can take off at any moment. Reuniclus with 2 kills, 1 death, as well as Mega Beedrill. Those things can both definitely take off.
Definitely.
Hoopa Unbound, Metachamp, and Talonflame can definitely put in some work sometime.
I don't think Talonflame in this week is going to be doing much.
I mean, you never know.
No,
but,
there's like, really, you're really going to argue with me on this? Have you seen Swish's team? Do you really think Talonflame's going to be doing shit?
I mean, you never know what he brings it in against and what Swishy decides to bring. Okay. So, but I mean, it's definitely maybe not this
maybe
week,
next
but
week, the week afterwards. I definitely see him doing work in the week afterwards, but not this week.
I mean, if the Talonflame gets 2 kills and 1 death, it gets itself to +2. It's still in the MVP race, and then. So I mean, it's not going to take off maybe this week, but it can keep itself in the conversation,
yes,
and that's definitely an important thing to do on weeks when you're not in a good or a good matchup. So it'll be interesting to see.
All right, guys. Well, that's going to be it. Look forward to the matches that are going to be uploaded next Tuesday. I'm looking forward to them. Pretty sure you're looking forward to them. And we hope you enjoy them. So thank you guys so much for watching. I've been SoresanCrockxen with my sidekick, my friend here,
Joey.
Not poking him. He's not poking. He wishes he was poking, but he's not poking. I'm just kidding.
I could never match him.
But yeah, we'll see you guys in future videos, guys.